Justin?
What are we at? We're at deadline ETA day 13. 13 days out.
Well, today's the 13th. I don't know. You see the calendar.
I know. I'm looking at it. So we are at September 13th. We got today, tomorrow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 11 days till deadline.
Okay.
And yesterday we got the subfloor under the companionway taken care of.
Yep.
That was glued and screwed. We got the support box for the new raised platform next to the fridge, fiberglassed in and epoxied and set. Today is 4 subfloor panels going down the hallway.
Okay.
4 panels got to get glued and screwed.
Glued and screwed.
That's it. Everything is already prepped. All the framework underneath has been fiberglassed already.
Yeah.
They fit rough. They fit well enough right now the way that they sit.
Man, excuse me, sorry.
It's all right. That we don't need to be doing any sanding. We don't need to be doing.
If any, it's just light, very light.
Just whatever. Well, yeah, whatever. Exactly. Just a scuff, so that way everything bonds.
Wet sand too.
Okay. And then we'll see what happens after that.
Sounds exciting.
So, yeah, big things, man. I mean, subfloors is one of the biggest things that we got to do on this. And I know it takes, it's taken a long time, but you can't really build a good structure unless you got a real solid foundation. And this subfloor and all the framework underneath is our foundation. And as long as this is set nice and solid, everything thereafter is going to be a hell of a lot easier.
Hey, you glue subfloors on down in construction, don't you?
It's a newer thing that's starting.
Okay.
Originally, not very many guys glued the subfloor to the rafters, but it is starting to catch on. Yeah, a lot more and more guys are doing it. Yeah,
right?
So you'll still screw and or nail the subfloor down, but they'll run a bead down the middle of every joist and slap the subfloor so that way when that goes down there's something between. Yeah. So it is catching on more.
It's got to help with leveling.
It does help with leveling. It does help with separation, because it does provide just a little bit extra, between that. So it helps with creaking and over time. But I mean,
but no seams get glued together.
No. You're not going seams together. That's not how
Right. That ain't done.
Because you're not.
It's not like that. It's not under movement.
Yeah, we're not under constant movement, and you're not worried about water.
Right.
It's not like a boat where you're truly worried about water getting places it's not supposed to be.
That's true.
You truly have to keep water out of certain places or directing it to certain locations. Oh, relax. Oh, we have a new. Well,
he's not new.
Not new, but we have someone that joined us today. Oh, how I can. So, this is Sir Budrick Von Shep, comrade, little husky, and he's out here with us today, hanging out on the boat, doing work. So he's a very judgy dog, and he doesn't like that he can't be downstairs, but he ain't ready to be heading down these companionway stairs and then slamming his face directly on that. So he's got to stay outside for now. Ew. How did you have this? There it is. That'll work.
That's lovely.
So if you hear us hollering at something in the distance, it's the dog that we're yelling at not to try to take a header down the stairs.
Hey.
Yeah. So that's that.
All right. Well, I cut that.
I saw you've been cutting out that side.
Cut a little bit of the trim, the white trim, out. It was a pretty rotten spot, but the cabin top walls are solid fiberglass.
Good.
It almost looks like the plywood that's on there is like a almost to nail to, more or less, to attach stuff to.
More than likely,
So-
that's what it's for. You know, it's a pack out.
Exactly. So I'm certainly a lot less worried about it now than I was
Before you
yesterday.
opened it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think I'll.
Do you think the pack out is good behind your port light?
I'm gonna find out.
Okay.
So I haven't quite gotten there yet.
Okay.
When I put the port lights in, what I did is I actually saturated. Should have used epoxy, but I didn't. I used the material that I was bedding the port lights with, which
Okay.
is 5200,
Okay.
which is, it's the glue to use on boats.
Yeah.
Besides epoxy,
Right.
it actually cures underwater. Cures if it gets wet. It actually speeds up curing when it's wet. So
Really?
there's not any movement around the port light. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I hope not.
Yeah.
But if I got to, I got to. And
Yeah.
I'll just keep on epoxy saturating
Okay.
and call it.
All right. Sounds good.
That's my plan, Stan.
All right. Well, looks like we got two pretty good plans.
Yeah, it's not that exciting.
I don't know what you're talking about. This is full
That
of
exciting.
excitement.
I don't feel it. I'm not feeling it.
Well, we'll get there.
It's not feeling it.
Well, maybe you need to go jump in the water and clear your head.
That's a great idea.
Maybe get a little salt water in your wound that you got on the back of your hand.
That's probably a good idea too.
Scrub that out a little bit.
Get some of the semen out of the sea
It's
semen.
listen, it's protein. You rub it into the skin.
I heard
you
they
know?
actually like little. I don't even know what they are. Microorganisms of some sort clean the wounds.
Yeah.
It's a healing.
Uh-huh.
It's like this healing thing.
You ever heard the story about the Civil War soldiers that glowed blue?
No.
Yeah, there was one particular set of wounded soldiers, I can't remember where it was, and their wounds got infected with some sort of, organism.
Okay.
And at night, it glows blue. So their wounds glowed blue at night, and they healed better than the people who weren't glowing, whose
Oh.
wounds weren't infected.
Wow. So the question is, to me, were they Union or Confederate soldiers? Because if they glow blue,
I can't say to what they were. I just remember hearing about this story years back, so all the details have gone away. Just the generic story
Sounds
itself
sounds
was
like even the
retained.
story might have gone away too.
Google it. Google
You'll
it.
get Googled. I don't have time to
I
Google
dare
anything
you
right
to
now.
Google that story.
I will Google it.
I am, and it'll come up. That's
What do you want me to Google?
Just be like Civil War soldiers that
Glow
like
blue?
glow blue,
Okay.
and I'm telling you, something
Alright.
will come up about it.
I'll
and,
Google it.
Yeah, and then we can elaborate on what that story was. 'Cause
That sounds like a great
I
idea.
do remember reading about that a while back. And I said,
What was the source?
it was like a random like
I know
history
I'm
facts.
guessing
You know,
you
like
can
I'm good at a lot of information to know and forget, and I like
Yeah.
stuff like that. So relax.
Yeah,
All right,
you
the world's
are.
not ending over there. All right. Film this so you can send a transmission back to Mother Russia. All right.
Oh, you just said the wrong thing to him.
What?
He kind of,
To Mother Russia?
he jerked a little bit.
Yeah, he knows. He knows. I know that
I-
that he sends transmissions back to the homeland all the time.
He's been playing dumb for a while now, though.
Well, he that's his whole game plan is he
Ah.
plays dumb, but then he
Well, he
sends
is really good at it.
transmissions all back, and it he has to do his daily report
Yeah.
on what happened for the day.
Well, that's good.
So
Don't worry, buddy.
yeah.
You'll have a very short report to
Yeah.
make today.
Well, this is the second time that he's been out on the boat, and he is actually doing pretty. He did very well. He jumped right in the dinghy after I kind of coerced him to do it. He didn't have to be picked up, and he's definitely trying to jump into the boat from the dinghy, but he's not there yet.
I'm not sure why.
From the dinghy into the
No, I
boat,
mean, from the
from the
Okay,
dinghy
sorry,
into
I
the
was-
boat.
I was focused on
Yeah.
that right now. My bad.
No, he definitely is. He was trying to do it today, so a couple more times, and I bet he'll be able to figure it out. And I mean, he will be able to get up and down these stairs.
Oh yeah.
It's
absolutely.
just
So why?
why?
Why? Like right now.
because we're down here.
Yeah.
Like the two of us are down here, we're talking, but it's a denial to him. He's not allowed to be right next to us.
He can't get any closer unless he was sitting on
He
us.
would want to be on the couch.
Well, that's tough shit.
Booty. I got no problem with it, and that's why I'm saying that's why he's out there. But he's he's 11 years old. Normally, where I go, he can go wherever I go.
Yeah.
If I bring him with me. So
Absolutely.
the fact that I'm denying him the ability to come down, it's just like a forbidden fruit. He just wants it even more.
You're manipulating.
I'm toying with his heartstrings because I brought him out to this new, cool, sweet-ass environment.
But you can't come in.
And I'm showing him places that are probably really comfortable to sit down on and actually go to sleep to be relaxed, and I'm denying it to him.
But he does have a negative 40-degree sleeping bag that he gets to rest on.
He is resting on it right now, but that doesn't matter.
Oh, no?
No. He could have his Sealy Posturepedic that he's got at the house here,
right.
And he would still want to be down here. It's just the forbidden fruit.
It's the dog. Can't take the dog out of the dog.
Well, he's like you said, he's a city dog.
He is a city dog.
He's actually a suburb. We weren't in the city. We were the suburbs. I was the
Right.
suburbs. So
He's cute. I like
he's
him
a burb dog. He's a suburb dog.
The most stoic. I've only known one other dog that was as stoic as he is. His name was Whiskey.
His name was Whiskey?